What's up, I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time, I know I'm a little late on this, but I've been busy on the weekend. We've got the full-on official reveal, and actually revealed by Hasbro themselves for once. So much for all of March, but we've got the official reveal for the Transformers Generation Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Leader Class. This is Dinobot Swoop, and there's a number of reasons why this is super exciting. Number one, everyone has pretty much been anticipating this figure specifically. I'm not sure if it's because Hasbro can actually reveal this one, but people have been wanting to see this. There's been a lot of speculation, there's been a lot of waiting, especially considering that Snarl was ahead of this, and Snarl was seen less in the movie compared to Swoop. But I guess the reason why is they weren't sure if they wanted to share some engineering from some of the other body types that would probably share that, like Slug and Sludge are kind of potato-y with limbs and heads. So I could kind of see why they saved Swoop for last, but they're all very different on the way that they're engineered. So they could have saved Swoop for any point of time. But not only that, I love how they've made the Dinobots thus far with Studio Series. In fact, I have a new appreciation for all the Dinobots thanks to the Studio Series 86 line. But not only that, Swoop is my favorite Dinobot. He's the top one on the list, and I don't feel like I have a good enough Swoop. Especially considering that Power of the Primes one, out of all the Dinobots, Swoop was the worst one out of all of them. So I'm thrilled to finally see this. And I know some people don't like the wings, they think it's too short, but when you look at the blue that breaks up on the top of the body, you can see that it kind of looks like it extends the wings out, so I don't necessarily mind. Yeah, you got the legs slapped on top there, but they kind of look like jet boosters or whatever, and I'm totally fine with that. The arms do tuck underneath, which might set some people off. Some people might want it more closer to the torso, but I don't necessarily mind, because with the Dinobots, and especially Swoop, I mean, yes, they're meant to represent dinosaurs, but they're obviously robots, you know? They're not really in disguise, and that was kind of a big deal for the Dinobots. I do like the fact that they were able to get that sculpting work and panel lines with the wings themselves, and it looks like the wings will articulate in some way. And I do like the guns underneath the wings, especially with the gold tip just poking out at the top there. And then you could also see that'll come with two different swords. They look like from different sizes, but you will be able to plug them on the side of the legs, which is good because if you want Swoop to just have one, you could also give one to Grimlock or, you know, Slug or someone else, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool. The beak is very nose cone in its shape. It almost feels kind of rounded and bulky, but I kind of like that for Swoop. And then you can still see that the robot head will form the back of the dinosaur head. So I thought that was pretty cool because that's something traditional for Swoop. Anyways, moving on, we also have the bird mouth. I just wanted to take a closer look at the head sculpt itself. Now, it does have little feet on the back, and he will be able to stand up. They actually show that in the 360 renders. So if you want him to just perch, you could go ahead and do so. And it looks like he's got a tongue, almost like, it kind of looks like a blade in itself, which I thought was kind of funny. He does look angry with the eyes. I think that's suitable. And yeah, you can see that the arms are untabbed from the wings, so you can do that to articulate the wings, but there is a tab if you just want to lay it properly. And yeah, I also like the fact that the middle section of the wings are double jointed, so that might help with you know, some of the joints and articulation and moving, maybe some of the stop motion. And also I like the fact that they're using blue for Swoop. Maybe we'll get a red Swoop down the road, but I don't feel like we need to if this is going to be based on what we've seen from the cartoon and the animated movie. Anyways, moving on, we're going to take a look at the guns themselves. So Swoop doesn't carry a different set of guns. Instead, you just use the blasters from the wings. That's totally acceptable, and if you want to add those again to other Dinobots, you could do, you know, go ahead and do so. And I think they're fine. One thing that I'm going to point out from this image, aside from the guns, is the fact that it does have the hollow arms. Now, normally I don't mind, but for the Studio Series Dinobots, they've nailed it so far that I feel like they could have done something with that. Anyways, moving on. We also have the robot mode. This almost looks like it's something from, I don't know, Fans Toys or whatever. And I like how he turned out. Maybe the torso is a little too wide, but I feel like with that, he kind of sets up well with the other Dinobots because Swoop is I guess, a more thinner design. He's the flying type, and then he's also got that blue that doesn't carry over from any other Dinobot, unless it's just for little decorations. So he's definitely out of the ordinary. So to keep in line, they just wanted to beef him up, or at least widen him up. And I think that's totally fine. The rest of him seems very simple, especially the arms, the legs. I love how he's got the little toes as the knees. That's fantastic. That's something of the original toy. You can also bend them a little bit backwards, from what I could tell. One of the images has the legs kind of going this way. Yeah, the head looks pretty good. He definitely has a big chin. Definitely a Chad chin. Yeah, I like the red details on the chest. I like how the gold beak sets into the body pretty nicely. And then I also like how the wings fold up and around. And then you've got the guns on the back there too. So yeah, I'm excited for Swoop. I really am. I love Swoop. He's fantastic. So yeah, I'm excited to get this. I hope I can get it because I've got the other Dinobots. I have been waiting for Swoop for years. Let's go ahead and get this. So, with that out of the way, are you excited for Swoop to finally be revealed? This has been a long time coming. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV. Now that's just prime.